I love what David says in Psalm 16. Look what he says. Lord, you have assigned me my portion in my cup, which means you've given me a nice bounty, a nice life. You have made my lot secure. I ain't got to keep checking my bank account. You made it real good. Now here's the next part. The boundary lines have fallen for me in where? I need 2 cheers. Y'all could help me out. The boundary lines have fallen for me in what kind of places? Now let's keep reading here. In pleasant places. Surely I have a delightful inheritance. Then he says, I will praise the Lord who counsels me. Even at night, God talks to me. I've set the Lord before me always. Because he's at my right hand, I will not be shaken. Now, boundaries are very important, right? When Job was complaining to God, and God finally responds about chapter number 38, God says something. God says something. From chapter 2, verse chapter 38, he just complained. Blah, blah, blah. Why you like this? Blah, blah, blah. And then, he got some bad friends. Eliphaz, Zophar, they Bildad, crazy. And so it's bad when you got bad advice on top of a bad situation. So when God finally responds to him, he tells him, I've set Orion into place, and he asks him this question, were you there? Job can't answer. He's like, no, I wasn't there. Were you there when I set this planet on its axis, and this sun on its axis, and this star on its axis? No. Then God goes from the cosmic level into the actual earth realm, and God says something so powerful. He says, were you there when I told the billows? Billows are waves. If y'all didn't know, billows are waves that y'all been to the beach and you seen the wave, billows. He says, were you there when I commanded the billows to stop? Anybody been to the beach before? Been to the ocean before? Okay, about 5 of y'all. I'm praying for y'all to get out more. And what you know about it, because I know you didn't want to get your hairdo wet, but you put your legs out there. Your nared legs that had been shaven too. And you got close to the water, and the water went to a certain spot and receded. God says, before your name was named, I set that boundary in place. That the waters can only come so close. See, when God has his hand on you, he will let the devil get so close. But when he sees his boundary, like, I can't touch them anymore. Why? Because God set a boundary. And some of us better start canceling the devil's access. You can mess with me in January. You can mess with me in February. But baby, you ain't gonna keep messing with me April, May, and June. I will have my season of joy.